Converting to a rolled hem takes just a few simple steps. This is one of the 3 stitches I use all the time. 4 thread, 3 thread, and a rolled hem. So let's start off by taking out the left needle thread. So I'm going to just clip it down here at the needle. And remember, take the spool off the machine so it does not go back in with its friends. And you must take the needle out. This is not one you can just leave a needle in and without thread in it. You must remove it. So take your little brush, take the opposite end and use that as the catching end and loosen the screw, jiggle it a little bit, tighten that screw back up, yes, and then I always store this in the little foam underneath my spools, and I always know where it is. All right, so needle is tight. Next, what we want to do is you got to take this rolled hem setting, this little stitch finger, pull it towards you. That will remove where the fabric's been supported for a regular overlock with the 4 thread, 3 thread. Now the fabric's going to collapse because the pin's not there anymore. The stitch length, we're going to usually turn it all the way to 1 for a nice satin stitch, but you can actually do it between 1 and 2 very nicely. And you do need to tighten up the lower looper. So you can go somewhere in the 6 to 7 range with normal threads. But if you're doing decorative threads, that might need to go a little higher. Your decorative thread, if you're going to do a rolled hem, you're going to put the decorative thread in the blue upper looper. Of course, if it's thicker, allow for that extra thickness by dropping that tension down a little bit further. So these two, the max of the lower looper and the reduction of the decorative thread, will help kind of give you that normal look. You also might need to adjust for the knife setting, but let's just go ahead and stitch and see what we have here. All right, so we have a nice pretty stitch. I love this, but I want to show you what it's supposed to look like when it's done. All right, so first off, you see a really pretty, this is the blue thread. So anytime you're going to do a rolled hem, you're going to see the blue thread on the front as well as the back. And you see just a little bit of red. That's the lower looper being tucked around to the back side. Remember, we tightened it, so it pulls it really tight all the way around. You are going to see a little bit of your needle thread. Of course, our lime green is blending nicely into kind of the turquoisey fabric and the turquoisey thread. Now, if I want this to be even a little bit tighter, let's go ahead and take that all the way to 1 and compare the difference. If you need to, if the fabric needs to kind of have a little help, take a hold of this tail, and that will help make sure those first couple stitches don't get kind of caught on the front part of the fabric, especially if you have lightweight fabric. This takes a little bit longer because we have more stitches, and sometimes too I'll even take my scissors instead of running it around. Go ahead and do that. So that is how it looks when you have a more solid stitch. Tell you the truth, for probably most of the projects I do, I like it a little bit open. It goes a little faster. It just kind of blends. And again, match your thread or contrast depending on what you're looking for. Then it won't take so long. But that's what it looks like for a beautiful rolled hem on the Bernina Serger.